A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Here we are.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself. Oh, you see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. One found its way inside the common quarter. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. I wonder if building a nice, high...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called...
Ox carts don't travel. Monsters are apt to grow bold. It would be the height of madness. Should you require a cart services, you'd best...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Have you need of me?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'twent so far away.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin to... What would you of me? I'll have... Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story. Aye, got much appreciated. Aye, got much appreciated. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as, "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Suppose that's enough for one week. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, interested in my wares?
Just know.
Not much going on hereabouts. Go on, have a look.
Dead on my feet. Not much.
So, we meet again.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
You!
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Welcome, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price, just remember. Misers hope to see you again. You look at my wares.
I'll make the best of it. Stomach's complaining. I must earn.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
Profitable endeavor.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Phantoms are upon us! Such fiends quail before holy light. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. You have my protection.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Griffin gets the one.
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly?
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Follow me.
We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
Indeed, you are correct.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We'll pull
My
through yet.
patience wears thin.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast a spell, or... Please, spell
Lashing out when attacked. Might we not use this to our advantage?
Show yourself!
'Twas a lesson in determination.
Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
Right, just follow me.
I've not seen this. Not to work, run as much bread on the table. Really good. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might... Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Ah, how I've longed to embrace...
I fought many battles in my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Follow me.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Now here's time to be anyway.
How can make anyone see my ways and try?
can't stomach places like this.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
What I wouldn't give for that.
Always sets me to think. I need to get back to work.
As a matter of fact,
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. That wasn't the dragon, but a poor... Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style, a patchwork of technique.
Could you come over here?
if our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Well met, sir.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Here at the... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
To have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught to before. Live with myself. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
It's been a hard day.
Crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance. Over here, if you would.
This ox cart's bound for Burnwood. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
This can't be right.
You feared?
Ye should be.
That's when magic's wrong with your
Was a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Horns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are still anymore.
Whatever's to be done.
Oh, someone do aught about this?
Come, I'll lead the way.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage. So, you've come.
That's it. I've had enough. You have no right. I should have known I'd not measure up. I'm hurt. Suppose I can always run. You have no right.
size her up.
Out of the question.
You should have taken this shift.
Wearing armor.
Enough.
All come good in the end.
That's
get up to today? Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Here at the inn, we also... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
This might be worth a... read.
Shall we take a closer look?
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
Now this is a conundrum.
The road ahead is long, Master. What are fairy stones for, if not times such as these?
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Yeah, asking for.
Come on, try.
A cyclops. Flame will accomplish little against this foe. Let my magic dance with an immense.
No sense letting the enemy burn the upper hand. The early Britain gets the world. Instincts that we felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. I'll save you.
Fighting will remain level-headed.
Not one. It's a bit early to be late. We have to yet the best.
Well said. Don't be yourself. How might I do your best?
Eager challenge if I ever saw one. This will be over in moments.
Right you are.
That wasn't the dragon, but a Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style all my... a patchwork of techniques.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
You pay for that? There was a patient man. Now here's
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What to make of this?
We're done for.
Think you stand a chance? Not on your life. What am I supposed to do?
Light of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
You have my protection.
How do you like that?
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
It's obvious. Some might find it tedious. Not I. Peruse at your leisure.
Off to market I go.
What to do? Quite the predicament.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow...
Beyond me, I think.
One must take.
Oh, the force goes awry.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave.
I'm dead on my feet. I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I'm dead on my feet. I'll streak my head where it will get cut off.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Good thing I was standing here, eh?
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate sums. Salvation.
I find such solace in... Why me?
I ought to be getting home.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
What should I do? What to do? I've no mother or father to... I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of... For true. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favour? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let... All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say that... But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for... Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could... I'll be waiting. Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you... Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want... Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say...
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
You have my support.
I've trained for this.
Much appreciated.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
There's got to be a way to earn more coin than this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I wore time than I know how to spend.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
My eyes grow heavy. You seem well. Greetings.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Tis, I beg you to conduct yourself with care and with a reverence. Your patronage is...
Quite the predicament.
Quiet at last.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
always a welcome sight.
There's ought to be said.
First assess the field, then act accordingly.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosity? I suspected as much. Then we are...
What am I to do?
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Methinks we picked up a key somewhere.
We might as well give it a go.
This should be of use. I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. You called. Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Lot of arses round here with sticks lodged up and...
Lots to do. Have precious little time. I must be townsman. I'll take it.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Beg pardon, sir?
Don't think your one found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was... You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. But mayhap we ought to be better prepared. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Can't complain, mind.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Always doing about a dozen things at once.
Why is everyone always in such a hurry? I'll need to replenish my stock before long.
This day brings delights to you and old.
Ox carts don't travel at night. Monsters are apt to grow. It would be the height of madness to take. Should you require a cart services, you...
Best make sure the ox is fed and watered.
Today?
This ox is all I have. If I...
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
As long as I have my help, I shan't complain.
Nattering all day is time.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Life's been pretty kind.
Alms, alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortunes... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble... Few can afford perpetual...
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help... Oh, it's...
Was I lacking in devotion?
Yeah? What is it? Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll get right
here. 'Tis good to be busy. Work begin.
Barely dragged my ass out of bed. Today's more of the same.
Ho there, fair. You want something? You fond of those eyes? Ho there.
Got a hankering for anything in particular? Interested in my wares? Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
This is it. This is my
Interested in my wares?
I mustn't falter.
My claws could use a trick.
The hour's grown late.
Have a look.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you? Few can afford perpetual generosity.
What should I do?
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'Tis the Arisen we...
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all... That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for us. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of. Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right.
The other day... Now, that's not so strange, and rightly so. As it turned out to be a young... Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day.
I don't like this place at all.
What ruins your day? Like getting cut open?
That's not at the expense of mine.
Faring well, I hope.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a result...
Not much going on here.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so interesting.
Will you not? Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't...
Interested in my wares? I've got to make room for my next shipment.
Go on, have a look.
It's on me to...
I got nothing for...
Greetings. Faring well, I hope.
Well met, son. How might I be of
Clean
service?
away this place. Someone ought to put a stop.
Heavens, no!
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
I shall be on top soon.
I could be. I need of a few. Mustn't let it burn. Might give the cart a look over before we leave.
thing, making a living as a soldier.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
If our destination is how are we to get through this door? I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. Over here, if you please. We have arrived.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and when in doubt, I...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't let them fight. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Just such an item in storage. The thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it...
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
me lead. Consider it done. And before I forget, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
I trust you're bothering me for a reason.
Let me get that.
is nearly done. And not a moment too soon.
We only pass more burden into the hands that await it. Indeed, you are correct.
Could you come over here?
Have you taken leave of your senses, Arisen?
It seems we already possess what's required of us.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
This morning. Follow me.
What do ye want?
But not at the expense of mine.
Best be heading home.
Time to be heading.
This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you thanks? So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Now lots of people who live nearby, of the priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go. I want to help them, but apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without... I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now?
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just... Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
You have my support.
Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The guide is most welcome. Now... shan't lose our way.
An exhausting day. Death comes for me next.
Wait, and your equipment's coming.
Not much going on.
Oh, sir, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a... Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter you will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Come, I'll lead the way.
This here field looks to be plentiful.
I'll feel a sight better once I'm
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Isn't there anything to do round here?
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Good heavens!
Time to be heading home.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
Good day to you.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. Might you spare a moment?
Let's take it easy.
You!
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers. You see, as we currently have no art, and we cannot simply purchase, so regrettably I cannot. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed perchance? Methinks Roderick will be. He runs the local armor. May fortune smile upon you.
Well, we shall have to scour, high and low.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
Whatever am I to do?
Welcome, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, I hope to see you again.
The rules at your leisure.
I have a feeling there's going to be
Oh, bones.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated. To the foremost hospitality in. You know where to find me.
These are hard. I'm barely scraping by. What's to be done about it? That's all. There's much more to it. I have a feeling
Need anything?
Or to polish up my gear, use the rest.
Pray, follow me. Master.
Heist is not aggressive. We may have to rethink our strategy. You have my protection. I can't roar in flame.
Allow me to alter our route, Master. By my calculations, this one will prove shorter.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen? My nose tells me there's aught close by. I'll have a look.
Keep your ears pricked all the same. Our foes might well use this chance to sneak up on us.
Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'll combine my magic with yours that you might not be well off.
Mighty generous. Just a little something to
Come, I'll lead the way.
What is that? A tower? Nay,
Feels to take a closer look.
well-aimed strike. Right where it hurts.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Efficiency at its best.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Light of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
I shan't allow any further harm to come. I'll gather this. It might be of use. Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Saurians, Master.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Well, we may not die in battle. It's quite like being invincible.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you.
You are... Allow me.
It's right there.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are. Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Follow me, Master. I'll guide you to the location.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. The Arisen has been drenched!
Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. It just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village is safe.
We ought to proceed with caution. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Our foe is not dead.
Resounding success. I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an immense.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. We mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
Follow me.
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. This way, if you please, Master.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
Follow me, Master. I've plotted a new course that will see us to our destination much more swiftly.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. Master, I'm very helpful. Quite likely of assistance?
Much obliged. For you.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Right, just follow me. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
Shove off. I'll go and open the chest. Might I be of assistance? I shall not fail you. Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid?
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Pray, seize this at once, Arisen. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration. I'll put this to use. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I aspire. She is the spitting image of my young master. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so...
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his... But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask.
This should help.
Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Quite the predicament.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Here I thought I was leading the way, but I suppose your whims take precedence.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Always a fresh breeze.
Might as well hang about.
Where to now?
What shall I do today? I see. That's a relief.
See, a friend of mine had an empty house, but no, wouldn't come free, mind. But the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. Well, you needn't decide.
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Horse goes awry.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
All is lost. Must have taken a wrong.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
Must we beg for guidance? It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and prayer. I must confess, I'm rather lost.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. None of
I
us
don't
is
feel safe
guaranteed
Any
of
loose
our own.
coin about, enough to make you rich? You looking for a fight?
Life can be tiring.
Same as the one before.
I wish to town, not
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
All is lost.
No one's coming to my
That's enough for one day.
Hiya, Riz. I was hoping you'd come by so I could thank you again for all your help. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favour this time? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay? Lead on. Let's go see.
Shall we bring Miss Daphne to see Master Sebastian? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
On me, there, what younger shelters anywhere,
Tad Rowley, trade, famous, ancient time.
Follow me.
Quite the predicament.
Good. We're here.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
You know, the roads around Malva, I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for this. It is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten any... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I wonder how Master Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we pay them a visit?
Oh, sir, the young master, I beg you, find him and bring him safely home. If aught were to be...
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
You would have me lead. Consider it done. If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve and search for him. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Right, just follow me.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you as long as it takes.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to...
This ox cart... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Should be.
That's quite enough.
One of us has been drenched. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I shan't let them harm you. I knew this would fail, Master.
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Outstanding.
That's what I'm talking about!
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
Not what I expected.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve and search for him. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the word, Fraser.
Well done. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
This will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
We'll make them rue their own impatience.
The battle cannot be avoided. Let us fight or die. Protection.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melv and search for him. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
My magic with yours. That you might cast a spell on me.
That was impeccably timed, Risen. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
There, Master! Saurians!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. I will protect you. I grant you roaring flame.
To recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? Ah, yes. Give me a moment to recall the way. I can guide you there if you wish.
Shall we make our way there and see what's to be seen?
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Is that a statue I espy, over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Should be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
This is rather thrilling.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Master, my heart knows no different ease than when I'm by your side.
I'll put this to use. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Fix this up proper.
Time to be heading home.
There's not I love more than a saucy
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
We must rest. Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I... be of service?
Always a pleasure.
Not by...
Well met, sir. How might I...
Do come again.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melv and search for him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
'Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melv and search for him. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Follow me. Right, I see. That's a relief.
This calls for a curative. Would that such tranquility could last.
Indeed, you are correct.
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite is naught to decry. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Goblins approach! I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? This is rather thrilling.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I see you drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like...
A good sleep will ensure we are Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Well met. Well met. Always a pleasure. Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
Townspeople.
My fate is sealed.
This should be of use.
you forgotten something arisen? You're looking rather lost.
One can see far to the distance from here. You're alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. wasn't patient, man.
This one's shaking.
Out of the car.
I'll not take that. Focus your strength, Arisen. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of use? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
It seems we have engaged our foe. I do not need to arrange our advantage. By your lead. Held worthy of caution. What save ourselves will do. That's us. Such treasures are seldom found.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Must remember to dust the shelves.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admit... You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till I have been training most diligently, yet my skills, indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Interested in my wares?
There is a rumour whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
How goes it?